Good evening. My name is Maria Fernanda, and today I'm going to talk about the lack the lack of reading in Brazil. um, Literature has always been a thing that captivated me and made me feel really happy. Every time I used to see a book stand with my mom, I used to ask her, "Mom, buy it for me, please." Kind of consumers, right? But left the jokes apart. Who here has read around 10 books this year? Maybe five? Two? Any books? Okay. But did you guys know that a Brazilian reads an average just 2 books per year? Exactly, per year. That's kinda like crazy to think, right? And with this, I started to do some research, like why people don't read, why this data is so low. So I saw that people don't read because they think it's boring, or because it's for cute people, or just because they think literature has another thing not for them. And here is a graphic that shows some kind of motivations that people have. To try to change this motivation, I did something kind of cool. I created my Instagram account. With that, I had a main objective to reach people near me, or maybe the others that are not so close. The objective of that was to show people that books are not just the ones that we see in school, they're not boring, and obviously not for good people. Books have more than that. And I have a question for you. Did she cheated or not? This is a phrase, a quote from the literature community that is really famous. It's from a book called Dom Casmurro that you guys probably know. Machado de Assis is one of the famous writers that has here in Brazil, and it's every time on schools. And I think that I have to think is that teachers really think that Dom Casmurro is a good book to start um, to show the students to have a book obsession, or to find or to start this reading life. So to show to you guys, I didn't, of course, started with Dom Casmurro. I started with a very famous also book called Diary of a Wimpy Kid. This book is really good to read. It's clear, the words. It has a lot of drawings. It's not boring, and shows the kids the literature in a funny way. So now I'm gonna show you some presents that is happening in our city and also around the world. So to talk about here, San Jose, we have two examples that was near me and I could show to you guys. The first picture shows Centro da Juventude, and there has some blocks near some tables. And in there you just can get one book and read around the park. The second one is from in front of a shop that sells old stuff, used stuff, and is a fridge. It's kind of like a fridge that you can just go there and get the books. The other example is Book Talk. Book Talk is a community that was created on TikTok, a famous app nowadays that you can create videos, funny videos, and interact with them. This community started to show people that books have much more to show you guys. So we have books with more representativity, with more race in that, and showing that we have fantasy romance in a very fun and great way to read. Here are some news that I found to show how this influence of TikTok is increasing and how reading is good for our brain. Here are some examples of TikTok TikTok books that got famous, and there's now increasing the sales like really much. And I think that I have to say to you guys, and that also, as C.S. Lewis said, is we read to know we are not alone. And this is the thing that I have to say to you guys. We read because we know we're not alone. Don't leave reading apart. Try to give a hope for it. It's not bad. Will probably help you guys with mental health and a bunch of other things that helped me also during this pandemic. Thank you.